Okay. How about now? That's a damn shame. That means you didn't hear when I put that Minotaur to sleep by accident. Know everything I've been reading. That's such a damn shame. Uh, I don't know why OBS resetted my thing, my settings. Gosh darn it. That's a damn shame. Well, technical difficulties like this are about to happen after a hiatus, I guess. I should have figured something was up when it re-asked me to re-input my stream key, but oh well. Yeah, I kind of figured as much. Well, anyway, to give you a rundown, since I don't know if you were reading it on yourself since you didn't hear me reading, um, the Wardstone apparently is containing a bunch of angels. Some are willing and complacent with doing their duty of holding the world together, while others are disillusioned and unhappy with their sacrifice they made for ungrateful mortals. And now I gotta make a decision. But I have another dialogue option that I want to see through. The eyes of the Aeon pierce through the essence, matter, time, and reveal the truth about the Ward Stones. The stones are just as much a perversion as of the World Wound itself. The demons are not of this plane, but this did not give Iomade and her herald license to disrupt the balance still further. By imprisoning an untold number of angels in a stone, a crime committed in the name of good does not offset those committed in the name of evil. It only multiplies the harm done to the cosmic order. Make a decision. My goodness. There it is. The fate of the two angelic hosts, the faithful and fallen, and the fate of Canabras. Perhaps even all of Mendev now rests in the hero's hands. How will we proceed? Ah! Whatever this crystal chisel may be, its power is great indeed. It can destroy the stone along with all of its inhabitants, or it can mend it by killing the angel defectors within it. What it cannot do, alas, is free those who wish to escape, and keep the stone intact for those who wish to remain. The Aeon's eyes perceive a solution to the goddess's tinkering, one that will cost no lives. One strike with the crystal chisel at the perfect point, and the stone's magic will be destroyed, and all the angels will go to their rightful place, to heaven, or to the plains of chaos and evil. The remnant of Aeon's power will draw all that is left of the Aeon's existence to the hero, urging him to put things right. But somewhere deep within the hero's soul, the familiar ire seethes, endless rage, unbridled hate. What will happen if it is unleashed here at the stone? Shit. I'm kind of at an impasse as to what to pick, actually. Hmm. Man, I don't know. What is this? I mean, it really seems like the Aeon path is like the right one, but I don't know. Starting off the fucking game with a hell of a conundrum to pick. I'm gonna go with this one. Wields the stone magic and return the Celestials to their rightful place, as the Aeon would have wanted. And whatever happens, happens. The Wardstone, the goddess's weapon used in her violation of the cosmic order, the demon-crafted chisel discovered at the scene of the very same crime. It would be fair if both instruments ceased to exist in the same moment. One precise strike and the chisel will cut through the stone like a hot knife through butter, nullifying the criminal magic of the inheritor. With the cries of terror and amazement, the imprisoned angels go to their rightful place. The faithful to heaven, the fallen to the plains of chaos and evil. The chisel turns to dust, and with a blinding flash, the stone falls into oblivion. The eyes of the Aeon look on in satisfaction. The Aeon's mission is now complete, though it came at a high price. What remains of the Aeon can now rest in peace, knowing that the world is in good hands. And as for the mortal who brought it all to descend, seeing the world through the Aeon's eyes, left his mark on him. The Aeon's orderly worldview, not unlike the shifting grid of coordinates, has been imprinted on his eyes. Eyes which be henceforth be able to see the truths that often evade ordinary mortals. The Crusaders succeeded. The angels' battle within the Wardstone is ended, and the threat to the entire chain of stones has been eliminated. Of course, this has won no guarantees of safety for the future. What happened here can happen again, and the Mendevians can no longer rely on Eomede's gifts as they once did. But the danger has passed for now, and we lost the purple stone knife. Ain't no way just like that we're celebrating again. Oh!
Look at them, Suture.
Oh!
They're rejoicing like children. The storm is coming and none of them sees it.
Shall we add to their festivities, my lady? How about a little lightning to burn their flesh?
Oh no, Suture. We'll leave such frolics to Discari's little gnats.
Yes,
We
it is a
are here for
flashback.
something else.
The beginning of the game.
Something I have greatly anticipated for a long, long time.
They brought me here. They placed me here on purpose. That little gnome that gave me the crossbow was one of them. The blistering vivid memory releases you. Saving isn't possible. I'm not trying to save. What the hell? And you return from the depths of the past to the present. You feel a fresh breeze on your face. The energy expelled from the Wardstone has blown the roof off the great garrison. The Griffin's kind of blocking this cinematic. That's funny. Oh, but I'm being enveloped. Holy shit. The Wardstone energy suffuses you, and through you flows it into your allies.
What the? Ah!
Couldn't have said it better myself.
What are you doing here? How? I see. Tricks from your pathetic goddess. So even Iomade will resort to dirty tricks when you have her cornered. Don't celebrate yet, mortal. There's no one to hide you from me now.
Saving is impossible. Sounds like a threat.
Look, you're already wounded. Pathetic mortal. I'll have no trouble finishing you off now. You'll die anyway.
The demoness looks formidable, her entourage around her. Her threats ring hollow to you now. You look at her and feel like a titan looking at an ant. Overwhelming, all-conquering power fills you. What? That little demoness? Those irritating hordes of the abyss? The gods themselves are your only equals now. The Crusaders will never surrender, and I will vanquish evil.
In Iomede's name, we will cast you back into the abyss!
What are you babbling about? You can't possibly still have any hope of victory, you doomed little cockroach. Your pathetic crusades are the laughing stock of the abyss.
Demons laugh a lot, but is it because they're happy? Truth is, I think you're very sad, and you laugh to forget about your sadness.
Aww.
Your goddess sent you to die. You think that's a victory? All you've done is postpone the deaths of all the other mortals. And not even for very long. But your wait for death is over. You won't see what I'm going to do to your little friends, because I'm going to kill you right now.
I don't see no new actions here, so can't really hit anybody, so
Into the fray!
why am I not mounted on my horse? Why am I going so far back? I guess I'll delay my turn until after I go. Use the steel chair ever. Oh, land can do some damage here, I think. Okay. But first things first. Slumber. Who's going next? This thing? Good night. Night night. I can't do much, huh? What the fuck?
Cover me, all right?
You won't survive me.
I have no idea. I'm guessing this is how we make this fight doable for us. That did so much damage to her. What the fuck?
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
Juancho could do that probably.
Endure this.
Oh boy. That's a lot of dudes. An incubus? This is pretty fucking cool. Oh my god! Wancho has lightning powers? That's crazy!
Distract them from me.
That's good damage. Alright, finish him off, Land.
Make every strike count.
Ah, good shit, Land.
How are you doing that? Where is your power coming from?
Anago! To me!
No, Staunton, don't tell me you betrayed us.
Staunton, my darling. I knew you'd come back for me.
Shut it! Get over here now. Get behind me. If you want to finish her off, you'll have to step over my dead body first. Killing me won't be a challenge, I know. But I can last long enough to give her time to escape.
Staunton, don't do this, man. This isn't you.
Don't do it? And why not?
Because you still have a chance to redeem yourself.
Staunton, it's the truth. The Crusaders of Canabras have treated you like dirt. But we would never do that to you. We are your friends.
Shut up! I've been listening to fairy tales about redemption for 70 years! Enough! Not another word!
She doesn't love you, man. It's all a trick.
You think I don't know that demons cannot love? You think this is news to me? I know that lying wench can truly love me. But what of it? Maybe I love her anyway. No matter what. And if I don't, what's it got to do with you?
You're hurting yourself, just so she can hurt you even worse later. And all that so you can feel hurt until the day you die. You're awfully silly.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
I know, girl. But it's too late for me to learn any different. When I die, pour one out for the old fool. Enough talking. Monago, cast your spells and get out of here. I'll hold him off. Quickly! Before I change my mind.
No, my sweet. I won't abandon you. We'll leave this place together, and we'll go where we can be happy.
Go. Let me finally. God damn it all! Let's go!
He disappeared. The demon and the traitor vanish in a magical haze. You feel the energy thrumming through your body and soul start to fade. It doesn't leave you. It hides somewhere deep down, leaving behind a small amount of incredible energy, as well as the understanding that you will one day master that inconceivably huge power. Welcome back to us, Olbrich. You have gained your first Mythic Hero rank. As a Mythic Hero, starting a whole new track of development independent from your class levels. Every time your Mythic rank increases, you and your companions will gain new Mythic abilities or Mythic feats. Your Mythic rank will increase as the game's story progresses. Oh, I see. There's an M on the thing. I forgot. I forgot I'm wearing a bunch of shit. Imagine you're like this fucking demon trying to usurp this whole town, and this guy rolls up on his horse and beats you. Oh, you need to choose which. I can't look at him. You need to choose which mythic path you are going to follow. This choice will greatly affect the following events. However, no matter what your reason for choosing one of your paths are, be it aesthetic, power, preference, remember, there are no wrong choices. Will greatly affect the following events, huh? Well, definitely not demon. Oh, I can only pick mythic hero. Or... yeah, I can only really pick mythic hero. Mythic heroes are set apart from their contemporaries, capable of amazing feats of courage and overwhelming odds. In spite of this, they are still similar in many ways to other adventurers. They have hit points, armor class, and saving throws. In fact, most of their characteristics are comparable to non-mythic characters of an equal level. Where mythic characters differ in special mythic abilities, these abilities enhance mythic characters both in and out of battle, allowing them to take part in the extraordinary, larger-than-life adventures. Okay. I mean, again, it's my only choice, so... First Ascension. At first rank, each character's mythic progression, they need to select their first Ascension ability. This and the rest can pick which. I'm not sure. I guess we'll find out after I finish mine, since apparently everyone got a mythic rank. Oh, shite. There we go. It does not determine the character's choice of an actual mythic path later, but the source of powers and mythic paths, they are closely linked. The characters must be aware of their connections to the source and selectively linked. Okay. A lot of them, huh? A bit of fun. Mythic characters draw their power from chaos and gain the ability to create 3 illusionary copies of themselves. These copies last for 1 minute per mythic rank and act like mirror image, protecting the character from attacks. Those characters can use his ability 3 times per day. At second mythic rank, those characters become more creative, greening... okay. Close to the abyss. Mythic characters draw their power from the abyss, grow a pair of horns, glaring... Nani? Okay. Alright. Close to heavens. Mythic characters draw their power from good and gain the ability to unleash rays of heavenly light, targeting an ally or a foe within 50 feet as a ranged touch attack. This ray heals an ally for 46 plus 2d6 per mythic rank points of damage, or deals a... okay, so if it's an ally, it heals. If it's an enemy, it deals damage. Gotcha. Those characters can use the ability 3 times per day. What's the range? 50 feet of range is not that bad. Anyway, but let's see what the other ones are. Mythic characters draw their power from death that can channel negative energy to deal damage to living creature or to heal undead creatures. Oh my god. This does not sound like a me thing, but let me see. Channeling the energy causes a burst that heals all undead creatures. We don't have any undead. The amount of damage dealt or healed. Okay, creatures that take damage from the channel energy receive a will save. For say take half damage. The DC of this is equal to 10 plus their mythic rank plus the character's charisma, wisdom, or intelligence. Okay, so whatever spellcasting modifier they use. Creatures healed by the channel energy cannot exceed their maximum hit points, and all excess healing is lost. A character may channel an energy a number of times per day equal to 3 plus their rank, so starting off at 4. Second mythic rank, okay, and what's force reality? This one seems pretty simple. A mythic character draws their power from law and gain the ability to force reality upon the enemies around them. Every enemy in a 30-foot radius around the mythic character is affected by the effect of Dispel Magic, Greater Spell, affecting only the effects of the Illusion School. At second mythic rank, okay. Instrument of Freedom. Mythic characters that draw their power from freedom gain the ability to unleash a bolt of energy from Elysium itself, targeting an ally or foe within the feet as a range. This bolt deals 46 plus 2d6 per mythic rank points of damage. If used on ally, the bolt instead charges their attacks with weapons for a +2 mythic rank rounds. Companions attacks that deals. Okay, so it buffs them. Gotcha. All right. I think for my guy, I'll pick Close to Heavens. What do you mean there's more? Jesus. First rank at every odd mythic level, they're out to select a new mythic ability. Wait, what does that even mean? You don't automatically miss when you roll a 1 on an attack roll. Okay, so I guess if you have enough bonuses, it can actually still hit. Okay. There's so many. Jesus Christ. I mean, yeah, it is a hell of a list. This is a bit overwhelming again. Cleaving shot might be really good for land, though. I think I'm just gonna go simple. And what's this? I'm gonna go simple, and I'm just gonna pick Abundant Smiting, making it so I can smite more times a day, because this is just way too much, and this just seems inherently good for what my character's about. So. Oh, they don't get to pick what mythic path. It's just abilities and results. Honestly, probably for the best, because that would have been too much. That being said, I think I want... Where is it? Where's Cleaving Shot? Yeah, probably. Probably. Oh, there it is. Cleaving Shot. This one seems just really good. Each time you deal critical damage with your ranged weapon attack or reduce a target's hit points to 0, you deal your weapon damage to all other enemies in a 10-foot radius. Giving him some AoE might not be a bad idea. Equal to half of your initiative saving throws against. Honestly, I think the same, just more smiting. Mm. Actually, yeah, that's pretty good. Hmm. Man. Hmm. You know what? Let's go with this one. Seems simple but effective. Isn't that like really good for him? Hmm. If that works how I think it works, that would be really good for him. Either that or this. Actually, let's go with this first. Oh, it's automatic? Yeah. We got everyone's things leveled. Let's get out of here. You cannot travel, your inventory's weight is too great. Oh no. I played myself with this. Still too great. God damn. We're almost there. What about just heavy? What was the okay. I wonder if the other members back at the tavern also got myth. That's a good point. I wonder if that too. Hey, we're back here.
Make way. Warrior Queen coming through with a round for the heroes. Whoa, the heart is packed. And you considered mixing this little shindig, Beth?
I did consider it, and I am still considering it.
It hasn't even been a week since the last demon was booted out of Canabras. And we really should be in a period of mourning for all the city's fallen. But the people deserve to celebrate. And he deserves to be honored. For saving the city, and possibly all of Mendev.
We did it together, Arabeth.
But someone did more than the rest of us. Don't deny your achievements. There will always be plenty of miserable folk only too happy to tear you down.
According
Ain't
to the
that the
Watch
truth?
reports, there has been no demon activity whatsoever outside Canabras. I get the feeling the fiends are as shocked by what happened as we are. What happened in the garrison, what you did, it was a miracle. I truly believe that the gods remembered us and decided to intervene.
Beth, come on, you agreed. No serious business today.
All right, I'm done. No more. Who would have thought we'd be celebrating a successful attack on the Grey Garrison, our own fortress, and that we'd blow the roof off the place?
It's simply unforgivable.
Comes the cheerful wish of someone sitting in the far corner of the table.
While we're on the topic of the roof, there's already a rumor going around that you have been blessed by Iomade herself. And it was her power granted to you that destroyed the garrison's walls and roof. And it turns out the people want a little piece of that blessing for themselves. The townsfolk are gathering chunks of the garrison's rubble as souvenirs and talismans. And I'm sure they'll hit the black market soon enough. Oh, yeah. Here, read on this for me. For good luck.
Wow. She grabbed the rocker shelf as well. Alright. I'll breathe on it, sure.
Nice. I'll put it on display at home. Or maybe I'll make a hole in it and wear it as a pendant.
Huh.
Nevi! What are you on about now?
What do you mean? Do you see many people at this table who've been personally blessed by Iomade herself?
Well, a couple perhaps.
Says the mirthful voice that joined in before.
Iomade's blessings are not conveyed through stones, and as public officials, we really shouldn't.
Arabeth looks at the end of the table where the voice is reading, and her eyes wandered as her words trailed
I
off.
feel a little chastened after what you said about public officials. But I myself have acquired a few pieces of stone and also wish to ask our hero to breathe on them for good luck. So, what now? Are you going to toss me out of this fine establishment?
Holy shit, it's the queen! Holy shit!
Your Majesty.
Yes, it is I. I made the journey here to deduct the cost of repairing the garrison roof from your salary. We have not been introduced. Galfrey of Mendev.
Queens just wanna have fun. I didn't expect to see the queen at her table. Lawful Shaker, it's an honor, your majesty. The rumors of your beauty were not exaggerated. Yeah, sure, let's go with that. Let's raise the queen up.
Thank you for the compliment. So, this is what he looks like. The one all Mendev is talking about. News of your deeds reached me even before my messengers could.
Your Majesty, we were just... I'll have them arrange...
Calm yourself, Commander. I deliberately came here without any fanfare because I did not wish to draw attention away from our honored hero here. My personal guard and the force I brought with me are standing watch outside the city. I ordered all your sentries to stand down. They also deserve a break. Every person who tirelessly fought to save Canabras will enjoy themselves today. And my reinforcements will ensure peace and order.
Will you be joining our celebration, your majesty?
Please, don't your majesty me. We are in a tavern, not my court in Nerosian. Address me as you would any comrade in arms.
She really does just want to have fun. You're right, Doom.
Concerning the celebration, as you can see, I already invited myself. I couldn't pass up the chance to meet the new hero all the Crusaders are talking about. And soon, not just Crusaders. Because grand new deeds lie ahead, yes?
Your Majesty, my dear cousin.
Oh no, that's right. They're cousins. I forgot about that.
Count, I admit I was surprised to learn that you valiantly joined the ranks of the city's defenders. Pleasantly surprised.
I live to please you, my queen. My first thought when Discari cruelly robbed us of noble Terendelev and half of Canabras' crusaders in one fell swoop was of you, my queen, and of how these events would weigh heavily on you. No one could have foreseen the demon attack, and we have so successfully held the defense here for 4 heroic crusades.
I'm going to drown him in the nearest well this very night. I value your dedication and your eloquence. I hope you will continue to aid our soldiers.
Not a chance. You know that I am not made for the front lines. Excellent, Bash, but alas, I really must go. Important matters to be getting on with. A new shipment of wine from Kionin and 3 beautiful creatures of the same provenance. But I will most assuredly come to say my farewells before your army departs on its campaign, which, wherever it may lead you, will undoubtedly be crowned with victory.
I shall hold you to that, Count. And now allow me to devote some time to the hero of the evening. I did not come here solely to give you this chance to celebrate, but all serious discussions and official announcements can wait until tomorrow. I have big plans for all of you. Especially for you. But I want to keep you in suspense for a little while longer, so I shan't say another word. Let us mark this victory. My first toast is to you, the hero of Canabras. Now, what are we drinking?
What are we drinking? Oh,
The
shit.
fires of Canabras have died down. Now the army's path leads to the walls of Dresden, a fallen citadel that the Crusaders have been trying in vain to reclaim for 70 years. The new piece on the board might give their efforts some added momentum.
Oh shit. You saved Canabras and acquired a mysterious and thrilling power. How is your adventure going? Let us know. Leave a review. What the fuck? So now we're here. Is that him next to Erba? The hero of Canada? The Queen is coming. The Queen.
Rise, warriors. Today is a day of sorrow and pride. Sorrow because we weep for our brothers and sisters who perished in Canabras. Pride because despite demonic treachery, our heroes repelled the attack and saved the city. I, Queen Godfrey of Mendev, declare this day the first day of the 5th Crusade. And I am glad to introduce the one who will lead the attack on the forces of the Abyss.
Hi.
The hero of Canabras.
Hi.
Knight Commander of the 5th Crusade. Your leader from now unto victory or death. And now it's time to rest. Everyone is dismissed. There. The troop review is finished. I'll give you some time to look around the camp, and then I shall expect your presence at headquarters.
Okay. Juancho! Commander, please allow me to join you while you inspect our encampment. Okay. Oh, we leveled up as well. Oh, it never ends with me having this, with me being overwhelmed with choices. Okay. We get a new mercy. mean, man, I don't know what conditions are more prominent than others. I guess I'll just go with a disease to get rid of it when it happens, I guess. Ugh. Oh. Okay. Cool. There's Nenio, storyteller, and a random wizard. I would like to find a merchant, because I'm pretty sure that we are still lugging around the entire garrison in our pockets.
Follow me.
No, no more loot. I'm looking to sell. This is a supply train for the quartermaster. Where? Oh. So yeah, I'm just gonna sell you everything. Cool. And now for the weapons, because we are still over encumbered. Yeah, just carrying a casual 20 scimitars in my pockets, 22 long swords, 10 scythes. We are still over encumbered by a lot. Jesus. This is still too much. Is there anything else that I can... Oh yeah, all these books, right? No. That's weird, I can't find them anywhere else. Oh, here we go. I mean, yeah, if they weigh something, might as well get rid of them. These bottles. Why do I have two severed heads? Why do I have two severed heads? What the fuck? There's a bag of holding. I don't know what these beer bottles are used for. Dude, I don't know why that's there. I really don't know why that was there. for alchemy class? I don't know. I sold it back off, so who's to know? We are still in medium. There has to be something else we can get rid of here. That's a lot of cash, to BH. Sell that off. Man, we had so much shit. Well, we're finally in the light area. What is he? Is he selling anything good now that I've done throwing stuff away? Wait, do I even have a... How do I swap to my... Oh, there we go. Didn't I have a shield? I could have sworn I had a shield. Huh. Okay. Put that back at the top. She has a shield, but I guess I don't. Odd. We should see if I can get a better sword for myself at this point. This is a short sword. I need a good long sword. Goddamn, a great sword. These are the things I sold him. I don't see no special long swords here besides just longsword +1, but that would be a damage reduction. So I guess we got nothing for my guy for now. Sad. Alright, what about armor? What do we got in terms of armor right now? We have half plate +1. That is less. That is also less. That is the same. So okay, I'm guessing there's nothing better right now. Maybe. That would be an upgrade, but that would kind of be a good chunk of our change. Nah, I don't think we need it. What about this? Painful remorse. That's pretty cool. Lesser gloves of dueling. Oh. They grant a +2 bonus while mounted. That's like made for me. And what do I have? Oh, that's exactly what I have. Wait, but what's the difference? For our bonus on attack rolls and TMD against disarm attempts, if the wearer has a weapon training ability and is wielding... What? Oh wait, no, I was reading the wrong thing. Whoopsie. The Amulet of Jousting. Whenever the wearer of this amulet declares a knight's challenge, he gains a 3+ damage bonus against the challenged enemy. The frick is a knight's challenge? The Amulet of the Mighty Fist. The amulet grants his wearer +1 enhancement on attack rolls made with an unarmed attack to natural weapons. That's good for the Griffin guy. Agile Fist. If the wearer has a weapon finesse feat, this amulet allows her dexterity modifier in place of her strength modifier to damage one with all unarmed and natural weapon attacks as well for Griffin guy. Or probably Amulet of Fist. What's our current cash? Oh. Okay. Oh, I was misreading it. These braces grant their +2 competence bonus against flying enemies. Don't know how prevalent that might be or not. Where's our boy Lan? You have a composite longbow +1. I'm guessing there's nothing better here for you then. Yeah, no. Whoa. Composite longbow too. But we will lose out on the ability, right? Eh. Is that really worth it just for... It would be 6 to 13 damage versus... it literally is just +1 damage to and fro. Yeah. Alright, that's Finian. We need to see if Finian can talk to us now. See what he has to say, maybe. Oh, we were able to sell most of the stuff at least. Maybe there'll be another merchant around. And you are correct, Dim. Everyone else did get a mythic rank. Where did these ones come from? I thought I sold them. Anyway. Can I sort them? By type, I guess. There we go. Oh boy. Oh. Let's get this over with. Yeah. Oh, you get some spells now. Man, I really don't know. Sure. And sure. Oh boy. Almost done here. Land, my boy. What did you get at this level? Yeah. Yeah, that's not even a question. Yeah. Huh? I'm making fires to if the attack hits, both arrows apply precision based damage, such as sneak attack and critical hits damage. Why is rapid shot not recommended? When making a full attack range where you can find additional arrow, that's your highest bonus, and all of your attack rolls take a -2. I mean, I get that you get a -2, but you're shooting more. Why is it not recommended? Why can't I pick this? I already acquired, is that why? Probably. Nope, that's never happening. No. I kind of want rapid shot. Honestly, I don't know why it's not recommended. It doesn't sound that bad. Oh boy. I want lightning. Oh, I can only pick the one, huh? Yeah, lightning bolt still. And that's everybody, right? We're done. Oh boy. Anyway. Oh, excuse me. Your supply could do any wine shop proud. Do the Crusaders really need this much alcohol? The Wilson smiles shyly. Oh my god, look at his portrait. I don't think I'm trying to encourage drunkenness among Crusaders. It's all in good fun. A way to blow off some steam. When a soldier can gather by the fire and raise a cup to honor both the living and dead, it reminds them that life goes on. But those who drink to excess or to detriment of their duties won't get a drop from me. There is no sight more depressing than a drunkard. What are your duties in... Yeah, he does look like a jolly man, yeah. What are your duties in the camp? A little bit of everything. What's an officer to a soldier? A strict father? So what does this make a quartermaster like myself? Something like their mom. That's what. I make sure the lads have everything they need to defeat the enemy and they come back in one piece. Which starts ticking off his fingers. That means food, firewood, medicine, tents, mended clothes, and fixed weapons. The horses have got to be fed and watered. The camp's got to be fortified by the evening and broken up by morning. I make sure wages are paid on time and wagons don't squeak. And then there are the reports. Gods. Until you asked, I never realized how many duties I actually had. What did the soldiers think of their new commander? They mostly tell tales of your... I should get some coffee. They usually tell tales about your unusual power, but they don't shy away from talking about you as a person. Soldiers are always like that. If Iomade descended from heaven, you bet they jabber on about how she grips her sword and how she looks good in her armor. These soldiers believe God favors you, and that isn't a coincidence. You gained your power in the Great Garrison. Who else could something like that happen to except for the God's favorite? Tell me about yourself. There isn't much to tell, really. I was born in Canabra's humble family, got an education, taught myself to read and write, got drafted in the army, spent 3 years as a shield bearer in the first line. I left after I did my time, joined the Stonemasons Guild, then moved on to shipwrights, rose a crew chief, sailed to Iboria twice, returned with goods, made some money here and there, built a house. Haven't started a family yet. I think I will after we're done with war. But a few years ago, something started to gnaw at me. I got this feeling like I needed to go home, that there was a storm headed for my native city, and when there was trouble in Mendev. There's only one thing to do. Go to the recruiter and sign up for the army. So I did. At first they wanted to make me an infantry sergeant, but then they decided that I'd be better fit in the supply department. I can take care of army property, and I'm pretty handy around a warehouse. Not to mention I know how to manage a band of helpers. And so that's how I became quartermaster. He gives you a shy smile and shrugs, as if they were a wholly unremarkable story typical of any crusader. I have to go, my guy. There's no way he's alive. It's Horace Worm. That's crazy. Jernal? Good day. Do you remember me? I'm Jernal. We spoke in Defender's Heart. You're the commander of the crusade now. Aristo knows it's hard to imagine someone worthier taking up posts than the savior of Canabras. May the good gods help prevail. Who are you? A humble... Oh! It's the priest guy. I remember him now. The humble priest of Aristo. I completed the trials and took up the holy orders until recently. And now I am serving my God and the people to the best of my ability. What were you doing in the Defender's Heart? I was bound to do under my holy orders. I healed the wounded and buoyed up the healthy to fight another day. Have you joined the Crusaders? Don't take it amiss. No, I haven't. I have my own tasks, but I am needed in Chili Creek. Oh, he's the dude that told me about it. I remember him now for real. Okay. I'm about to set sail there. I'll be making my journey along Old Man Selling. Oh, my eye. Ah! Okay, I'm good. Wait, Air still watch over you. Hey, Woljif. Do you know that the queen does the people will keep you away? I know better to find out. Okay. Commander? That's some stuff. Oh. Oh, this guy. Ah, there you are. Dashing troublemaker you. Therein flashes you a self-satisfied smile. Okay. Our short acquaintance is coming to an end. Very soon you will depart on your crusade, where you will scrape on by on horrible rations, struggle vainly to fall asleep amidst snoring soldiers, be rudely awoken by the freezing cold, and have to look upon the dour faces of self-righteous prigs, before you finally perish in the maw of some demon. I have a journey ahead of me too. I just rented a sailboat in the south. I've also hired an excellent chef, and a host of other entertainments. Ah well, to each their own, I suppose. Darren pauses, then suddenly adds a more serious voice. You know, I am genuinely sad to see you go. If it sounds like mockery, forgive me. I cannot switch off my venom gland on a whim, you see. But you intrigue me. If only we could have spent a little more time together. But of course, Darren grimaces. Not under these conditions. Let the Crusaders and the demons have at each other. With any luck, they'll take this entire sanctimonious spectacle down with them. I'll be blunt. You don't intrigue me, not in the way you obviously had in mind. But you're a valuable companion. You should have stayed in the party. You know, I would have liked it if you stayed. You intrigue me too. If you feel like you don't belong here, go. But I'd like to see you again someday in the future to get to know you better. And throw a banquet to celebrate our victory in Dresden. What do you say? Get lost. I won't miss you. Oh, me? Traveling in this in this army? Darren offers a doubtful smile. You must be joking. I won't stay. Who in their right mind would trade luxurious and a carefree life for this crusade? In any case, I intend to await until the army departs. I do love a good send-off, especially when it is I who is staying and someone else who is heading off to meet a dreary and hopeless end. Sometimes it does one good to ruminate on the fairness of life. Well then, farewell, Commander. I assume I shall be your most precious memory on this most disgusting and exhausting road to the pointless slaughter of battle. Or, if not, the most precious memory, then at least the most stirring. He smirks before instantly losing all interest in you, or at least he pretends to. I guess we lost him. Should I unequip? I mean, I should definitely unequip this just in case then. Everything else is very eh. Oh yeah! What is he wearing right now? Oh, okay. Well, here, wear this instead. As for me, I would like this. And what is this? Ring of Natural Armor. I think I had a second one. Yeah. She also has one as well. When did we get a cloak? Oh wait, land. What are you? There you go. Okay. Pretty good. What else was I doing? So many people to talk to. Hey, there's Ember. These are the fighters of the Eagle Watch. I personally chosen every one of them, and I'm ready to vouch for each and every one of them.
March on. Adventures await.
Oh, I can't saddle up here. Sad. Scroll of glitter dust, okay. There's my tent. Let's finish looting the rest of the camp and then see what we have to do. Jolly man. Nope, I don't want to sell that. There we go. I should probably get that for somebody. Who uses medium armor? What do you mean you don't even have armor? You can't use that though. What armors does he have for sale? This guy can't even use light armor? That's crazy. Okay. This guy uses medium, I figured as much. This is an improvement from what I'm seeing. Oh, we can't afford it. Oh shit, we're broke. Okay. I don't know if we have to go anywhere else in particular. I guess we can go where Sila's at and then land. Just where all our companions are hanging out.
I'll make my own legend.
Oh. A group of soldiers are talking loudly, joyfully, and passing around a flask. So picture this. My sword is by the fire. 2 goblins are about to snatch it, and 3 or more are digging through my tent. I'm sat in the bush, wearing my mail shirt, wondering what the blast to do. An old mercenary taught me about the mail shirt. You can't sleep in armor, but it's not so bad in mail. Once you get used to it. Too bad no one told me not to go into the bushes without my sword. So what'd you do? What did I do? I barked like crazy. Goblins are afraid of dogs, you know. So they all went wild and started running around. I spot my sword and they spot me. I jump over the fire wearing nothing but my mail shirt. And I grab my sword and I yell in a big tough voice, "Oh, inheritor, grant me the power to crush these filthy creatures." My sword shining, the goblins are screaming. I jump to attack them, and they fight back. But I fought them off somehow. But ever since then, I never take a step without my weapon. Sila takes a sip from the flask. That's some story. Hey, stop gulping. Leave some for the rest of us. We've only just set off, and you're already drinking with the queen in camp. Stop this at once. The knights quickly snap to attention, and Sheila raises her flask and laughs loudly. Right you are, Commander Turley. We are but drinking to the Queen's health. Commander, are you sure this is the right way to train your soldiers? Never mind, it's your business. I performed an action that was chaotic. I thought I grabbed all the loot. I guess not.
Onwards.
What? Sorry. What was that about a League of Inspiring card? What? What happened, dude? Dragon's Fate, Sword of Valor. Where the heck was that quest I just saw? Oh, there it is. Talk to Sister Charisme. I'm laughing with the oh, I think that's Sela laughing. Now that trouble garments past, time to visit the camp. Oh, where's Lan? He's over there, apparently. Oh shit! God damn! Why he kind of look like Kratos, though? Grandma Getlin, the director, a well-dressed old dwarf is lecturing a motley company, shaking her ladle at them belligerently, noticing you. Flings her hands up. Good afternoon, your commanderness. Do you remember us? We were the crew from the next door theater company you saved in Canabras. Yeah, I remember them. Back when you weren't your commanderness yet. As you can see, we've come on the campaign with you. We signed up to clean pots and mend soldiers' clothes. Keeping up with theater is expensive, so we all have to take side jobs. But we don't stop what we're doing. We're going to put on a play about your legendary feats. Of course, the crowds scenes are difficult. We can't find people to play the hordes of demons, and we decided against using a ritual to summon real demons. Luckily, we have Master Cam. He invented a way to solve this problem using sound. We caught a pig and some piglets who ran away from a burned village. They glummed and husky Afro mumbled softly. We put the piglets in a box and scare them a little, and the sound they make is just like an approaching demon horde. But the most important question is choosing the lead actor who will play the Knight Commander. We had a right Barney over it, breaking a number of lances as well as a shovel and a rolling pin, and a set of back scratchers. But we just couldn't decide no matter what. Maybe you can help us. We have 2 candidates that are suited to do the role. One will have the honor of conveying your heroism up on stage, Commander. Oh, I see. No, not a gnome. Two gnomes. Rumbledum and Hierophant are twins. One of them sits on the shoulder of the other shoulder, puts on a long coat so they can play tall characters. They switch places every so often, so each gets their moment of fame. That way they each only have to learn half of the script. Bruh, the three kobolds in a trench coat gag. That's funny. A Cyclops actor. He's completely tame, believe me. He has a few issues with articulation, but what a powerful physique. We'll make a nice costume, wash him up, brush his hair. What hair? Truth be told, in our show, you mainly just make a short heroic exclamation of the fateful moment like, onward! Or, we'll never give up. Or, my heart burns with courage. Lambkin can definitely handle the script. Don't you have any other actors who even vaguely resemble me? We're a small and poorly funded theater. We only have a few actors, but they're all so talented, one of a kind. I've chosen the ones that are best fit for the role. Trust my vision. I have a few successful plays under my belt. Alright, I've made my decision. The entire crew looks at you, holding their breath. Should we have two gnomes in a trench coat portray me in the play, or this big Cyclops portray me in a play? What do you think, Dim? I guess he's not there. It's alright. I guess. Man, I don't know. Make the Cyclops play me, I guess. Wonderful. Sorry we took you away from all the important things heroes and commanders do. We're off the rehearsal. I mean, first we'll wash some pots, then we're off the rehearsal. Let's go, you lazy lumps. Don't embarrass old grandma now. Hey, there's land. Nothing to say though, huh?
Let us be off.
What the hell? Oh. Alright, the page. Allow me to congratulate you on your victory, on acquiring mythical powers and are capable of casting down strongest demons. Take a look at this page I got from the Great Garrison. Okay. The storyteller carefully takes a page from your hands. His fingers touch the ancient letters gently, examining them lightly and following their lines. I see myself, young, energetic, able to see. Oh God, have I found the key to my past? Finally, I will find out what my own mind has been hiding from me. He becomes withdrawn, the wrinkles on his face soften. Thank you, Icy. And please follow me to my story. Let's embark on this journey together. Inhale sharply a few times and begin his story. They are leaving, the poor people of Keonan. Oh, excuse me. The people of Keonan, faced with an coming earthfall, and admitted that they were incapable of handling disaster. Proud rulers, artful crafters, brave warriors, wise mages, and skilled healers, all of them hurried to the gate to Sovria. Looking around fearfully, a clean, safe world is waiting for them there. My people decided not to fight for Golarion. I am ashamed, and I am sorry for them. Their hearts wavered in the face of catastrophe, but my will is strong. I am staying. Kinfolk are looking at me angrily. How dare I? Frick, I really need some coffee. How dare I diminish their decisions with my recklessness? My choices make them cowards, traitors of their own home. One of them, my former mentor, look at me bitterly. He hands me a neat notebook with tree bark cover. In case you change your mind, with a heavy sigh, he returns to the line of those departing. Forgive me, brothers and sisters. I watch the gate of the Sovrian stone close, separating me from them. It's time for me to go. Iced coffee sounds good right about now. Dude, yeah. Time for me to go. I opened my master's notebook. These are his notes about traveling between worlds. In case you change your mind, he hopes the burden I should voluntarily will be too much. I will lose heart and find my way to Sovrian. That will never happen. My mouth is set so stubbornly I tear my master's notebook to pieces. I use my forced pride as a shield against my fear of what is to come. Why did the elves decide to flee, not fight? Your answer is a main that must be true, yes. I'll go with this. Yes, I am an archmage, and this title is well deserved. I have acquired delicate mastery and succeeded in many areas of magic, but curiosity has always pushed me towards the knowledge since the first day of my apprenticeship. Why did the elves decide to flee and not fight? The storyteller lips pursed with disdain. They are afraid to lose what they have. They were rulers, long-lived and powerful. They value their lives and sunshine too much to enter the fight with the aftermath of the Earthfall. What's this Sovrian stone? A magnificent crystal bent into an arch by a mighty hand of ancient divine creator. Our great gate to other worlds. It breathes power. It dreams of eternity. Why are you angry at your fellow elves? I spent many hundred years in Keonan. I have always admired the way my kinfolk care for all forces. Okay, after this, I'll get you some coffee. I cannot. I cannot. Forests that are home, but the rest of the world seemed to mean nothing to them. I love Golarion, all its places and forms it manifests in. I traveled wildly and came home to told my kinfolk about my travels, but they weren't interested. They only cared about Keonan. Their lack of desire to hear about the wider world makes me sad and angry. What happened next? The Earthfall happened at night. I am standing at the top of my tower, many miles to the north of Keonan, and I see the blaze far in the south. I hear a horrendous rumble. Ah! Ah! The air is groaning, giving way to a huge rock. Rush down on my world. And then a blow. Vibration that penetrates everything, reaching down into the bowels of Golarion, and up to the vault of the sky. Crunching bones, blood, burst vessels, filling my eyes with darkness, drowning in timelessness, along with the countless denizens of Golarion. Never before have we been so united with our feelings. When I come round, the darkness remains. My first terrible thought, I'm blind. But no. Little by little I began to see the stone wall. I am alive, but why is it so dark? The answer is quick. I smell ash everywhere. Great burnt sacrifices filled the air, with incinerated particles of what recently the continent of Aslan. Great clouds of ash cover the sky, cutting off from the sun and moon, dooming us to dusk and at days and complete darkness at night. My heart sinks with fear. Treacherous thoughts fill my mind. Why did I stay? Why didn't I run like everyone else when I had the chance? I clench my teeth and stand up to watch Earthfall proudly like the last Archmage of Keonan should. Will my world really perish like this? Will I perish? No, that will never happen. I am still alive and I can fight Earthfall and the darkness. Ah. Not run from it in a blind panic like my kinfolk and my cowardly teacher. But what can I do? I will not stop the disaster. I will hardly be able to save the Empire from the destruction. What can I do? I am but one archmage, powerful and weak at the same time. Retrieve from I hold my observatory from its top. I watch the stars, and where they were correctly aligned, when they were correctly aligned, the other worlds as well. Here in the northern wastelands, I found the highest mountain and built the tower on top of it. On clear days, I could see the mist over the lake and the lake of mist. Wait, what? I could see the mist over the lake of mist. Okay, and veils in the east. That's how high I was. A disaster of untold proportions. An unborn planet dropped on Golarion by blind fate or someone's evil will. A blow so strong that the continent of Aslan, destroyed within moments, turned to ash, wiped off the face of Golarion in burnt sacrifice. Of clouds of ash and dust are born, stealing our sun without the warmth of our star. The air cools, soil is barren, dark creatures crawl out of their lairs to rule, and the most frightening thing, without the sun, all hope dies. This is the age of darkness. What are you gonna do next? I don't know. I need to think. My opponent, Earthfall, is much stronger than me. Without noticing, the storyteller raises his voice to a shout. It is merciless. It does not simply destroy life. It kills. An era ending the greatest Golarian civilizations. They will sink into oblivion, be forgotten as if they never existed. I need to think. The elf winces and is silent for a few moments. He is calm and as he calms his heavy breathings. Forgive me, I shouldn't have raised my voice. This story was much harder than before. It most likely because I played the main role in it. It is so strange to see myself feel the emotions tearing me up inside. Those I felt a long time ago, and do not remember them. I feel it's like I split. I became both the storyteller and the main character. Too bad the story ended at that moment. Please, if you find other pages with ancient writings, bring them to me so I may shed some light on my past, and I will find out how my story ended, perhaps why I forgot it. Okay. I didn't mean to go through all this. Have you decided to join the crusade? I have decided not to, I'm afraid. My path and the path of the Crusader lead in the same direction, but alas, they are not the same. They are yet not one and the same. After the demons were driven from Canabras, the path into the whirlwind became open, if only temporarily. I'm planning on using the opportunity to visit. The elf falls silent. It doesn't matter it doesn't matter now. I hate to bore you with details of my venture, which may prove useless even for myself. However, I'll try to return to the Crusaders and aid them in their confrontations with the demons. After I'm done, I hope to meet you again in this world rather than the next. Oh yeah, the buckler. The Covenant of the Inheritor. The elf cautiously uncorks the vial and begins to work his enchantments. The essence evaporates, turning into light streams onto the buckle. The light thickens and becoming gold. The Covenant of the Inheritor, that is the name of this relic. This buckle once adorned the belt of a glorious knight from Mendev. It is the embodiment. It is free XP, you're right. It is the embodiment promise made by a young girl by a powerful deity, a great promise that changed much in the world. Alright, I need some coffee. I will be right back. In the meantime, also, did your magic sword say anything during the demon fight? I haven't talked to him yet. I should talk to him actually. You're right. I forgot his name. I forgot the name of that magic sword, but I'll talk to him after I get back. After I'm done with this conversation too. But yeah, I will be right back. Alright, we are back. And I got myself some nice coffee. Alrighty. Now let's see what happens with this buckle. When you touch the restored relic, strange visions come to you, as if you've seen the events that happened to it in the past. A burning sensation spreads across your chest, with the very spot where your mysterious wounds sometimes open. What is this? Influence of the storyteller's spells or something else? I had a vision. How strange, and you are a remarkable mortal. No one has ever shared my visions before. What do you think caused it? Perhaps these things have something to do with your destiny, or perhaps the fate of someone related to you. I do not have an answer, only advice. Seek out relics, look for what links them all, and you will know the truth. So I got a buckle, was it? Where is it? What was it that the text said itself? Covenant of the Inheritor. It's a usable item. Okay. So it's somewhere... usable. Here it is. The symbol of Iomade, when placed on the belt, emits a holy aura. All party members in a 30-foot area get a +2 bonus to caster level checks, made to overcome spell resistance. Their weapons become good aligned as if they were made of iron. That's really good. There you go, girl. Right, the sword. Wait, where'd it go? Oh no, where did he go? Finian? Which one were you? Oh, wait, right. I forgot anyway. Nothing new. I don't know if I need to tell him this. Just in case, because I don't want to fuck anything up. I lost him. Okay. Definitely not want to do that. But I don't know what to do to upgrade him per se. Oh well. Maybe it'll happen soon. So what exactly do I have to do? Because there's probably a lot I have to do. Find the location of the recruits from Narosian.
This is my path.
Would this not be the spot? Narosian encampment. Oh. Okay. I found them, I guess. I guess I could check out the other tents.
What's that?
Huh? Oh. That doesn't sound good.
Let us be off.
I cannot enter that tent. Okay. Enter this tent. My horse just fucking wandered in with me. Chapel tent. Okay. Just a bunch of Ultra Severius gods. Hey, there's Camellia. Camellia? Camellia, okay.
I tire of waiting.
Alright, I think we fully explored the camp. So let's go to the commander's tent. Because I'm pretty sure that's where they want me to go now.
I'll make my own legend.
There's the queen. She does look decked out. Could she actually be a party member? That'd be wild. That's a lot of stuff. It's even more stuff. Here's my chest. There's even more stuff.
Let's move.
I'm gonna have to go back outside and sell this shit. Oh, breastplate, nice. Excuse me. I know I just got here, but I'm going back outside. 'Cause there's too much shit in here. A sigh. God damn. Alright.
Follow me.
Now we talk to the queen. Hopefully. No more distractions. A lot to do and a lot to loot in this tent. This camp. The queen greets you with a stare. She's dropped the pompous air with which she announced the Fifth Crusade. The face of a ruler of Mendev appears calm and thoughtful. She has made her move and now awaits her opponent's reply.
Commander, I'm satisfied with the troop review, but I do not expect they will be sufficient for the task. You will have to prove yourself a shrewd leader and hire the necessary troops with the provided funds. I have chosen a target for your campaign, and that target is Dresden, our lost outpost within the World Wound. The Sword of Valor was kept there, a banner that was once carried by Iomade herself. Our greatest relic was lost when the city fell. I should make one thing clear from the start. The Sword of Valor is no mere symbol, but a powerful weapon against demons. The holiness of the banner weakens them and robs them of one of their most dangerous abilities, teleportation.
Oh.
A forced march to Dresden awaits you. The Sword of Valor is kept somewhere within the Citadel. The demons probably think it's a hunting trophy. Its recovery is just as important as retaking the city itself. I hope the task is clear. I'm sending 2 specialists to help you, along with the soldiers. A historian, Nura Denduar, and a cleric, Soziel Vainik.
The queen nods to the human man and the young halfling woman standing next to her.
One of the famous inquisitors of the Church of Iomade also wants to talk to you. The Honorable Leota, whom everyone calls Hawkblade.
I do not wish to keep you, Commander. The matter I must discuss with you is extremely important, but it is not directly related to the Crusade. You no doubt wish to meet your new comrades and speak with Her Majesty. Therefore, I shall leave you now, but I ask that you seek me out in the camp at your earliest convenience.
Okay.
Hi! Listen, it's amazing here. It's like I'm in a ballad. There's knights in shining armor, deadly dangers, glorious feats. We are going to show those demons! I'm so tired of sitting in a library reading books about history. It's time I took part in it!
I'm gonna go on off a limb here. You're a bard, and you're a party member.
I'm glad to help our cause, Commander. If you have some time later, I'd like to speak with you further.
Oh, they already said you're a cleric, so I know you're a cleric.
You'll have plenty of time to talk. You're the Knight Commander's people now, his trusted advisors and companions. Now then, will you please leave us? Irabeth, you can go too.
We met at the Defender, so I never imagined you to make me the commander of the new crusade.
Some actions may be deemed bold, or even extreme. And beyond those, there are some you might call the Queen's last resort. I am not a simple monarch. I am at war with the Abyss, a war which has lasted over 100 years. I cannot allow myself the luxury of caution. In you, I see a chance, and I am willing to stake everything on it. However, you cannot blame me for putting you in charge of the crusade. I only formalized what had already happened in the hearts and minds of many. People spoke of the power that descended upon you and helped you save the Wardstones from corruption and total destruction. Word of this feat quickly spread far beyond the borders of Mendev. There was no other person who could better fit the role of Knight Commander of the Fifth Crusade.
Did you know that the souls of angels from heaven were confined in the Wardstone?
I had guessed as much. Many angels fought alongside us in the First Crusade. Heaven was unable to mobilize its full might to aid us, but individual Celestials volunteered to fight for our cause. Then one day, they all vanished, saying that they were setting off on an important mission. Not long after, Iomade's herald erected the first Wardstone in Canobris, and then the others in cities across Mendev. Even back then, I had nagging doubts. But my faith in Iomade easily assuaged them. It is for us to serve the goddess after all, not to question her works.
Okay.
In any case, I am glad you did not allow the demons to commit sacrilege and gain control over the Wardstone in Canobris. We might have lost one of the Wardstones, but the chain is still standing.
You should know I received a gift from the caves beneath Canabras. In a vision I saw the death of an angel called Lario. Somehow he was able to grant me the ability to reveal the light of heaven.
Lariel. I knew him. He disappeared shortly before the world wound grew, and Dresden fell into the enemy's hands. In the chaos, we had more important concerns than investigating the fate of a single angel, even one so righteous and beloved as Lariel. And afterward, matters took a turn for the worse. The angels left us to go on their special mission. It is so strange to hear the names I used to hear when I was young, like getting a message from the past. It is sad news, but it brings me back to the times when we strongly believed in our victory, and we rushed headlong toward it without fear. Could it be that such times have come again?
And what are you gonna do when I'm running this place?
Overlooking a spot of insubordination just at the moment. However, I shall answer you. I shall prepare the defenses at Nerosian and all the other border cities and plan the future of the Fifth Crusade. Does that satisfy your curiosity, Knight Commander?
Listen, you don't gotta answer me like that. I was just curious what you were gonna do. I'm not trying to insubordinate anything. My queen, I asked you to remain with us. The resting campaign is the hope of the crusade. The blessing of Iomide that you carry may be decisive in this battle.
Here, a polite attempt to appeal to the conscience of an old sovereign?
Why was there a loading screen?
I don't know if you realize what you're suggesting. If our enemies in the depths of the wound were to discover that I was with your army, they would immediately send their most vicious demons to attack. They would stop at nothing to be rid of me, and thereby sow chaos across Mendev. But you are right. I shouldn't be sitting it out in the rear. I am a warrior queen, and a queen of warriors. Yet my fighters have forgotten what I look like. Fine. I shall join the crusade, but on my own terms. First, I shall assemble my entourage and lead the parade out of the camp. I shall catch up with you later, along with a few hand-picked bodyguards. We'll change our armor, and I'll become a knight of a minor order and join the troops incognito.
Hell yeah. Not a party member, but fuck yeah. Queen's getting in the thick of it.
Until we approach Dresden, no one should know I am among you. But before we storm the city, I shall show myself to the troops and join the battle. Let it be a surprise for the demons. I hope you won't complain of my company on the road, Commander, since you were the one who insisted upon it. Do you have any other questions?
Oh yeah, you remember this?
Wherever did you get this? I thought this relic was destroyed many years ago. How strange it is to see it whole again. At one time, it gave me hope. I am pleased that this object will serve the crusade once more.
I had a vision of Iomide giving her covenant to you.
I was young and did not fully understand
she's the little girl in the
magnitude of
vision.
the duty that had been entrusted to me. Iomide gave me hope and strength to see me through the trials ahead, and in so doing, she won my everlasting loyalty.
Do you remember the oath you swore in battle?
Always. No matter how arduous, no matter how dark the skies, no matter how much blood flows from my wounds, I shall stand with you. We shall fight for our loved ones and our friends, for the right to live and die free. We shall do everything we possibly can, and after that, we shall begin to do the impossible. And if the hour should come when our arms can no longer raise our swords, our bodies will become a shield to cover those who still have strength to fight. I, Golfrey, Queen of Mendev, swear this to you. This is my vow.
You withstood a blow from Aurelu Vorlesh in that battle.
I would proudly declare that to be true, and say that even Aurelu Vorlesh could not kill me on her first attempt. But to do so would be boasting. I was protected by my goddess. However, I was glad to see that, no matter how great the betrayer of humanity's power, it is nothing as compared to Iomede's might. Then so you shall. What matters is that the Covenant of the Inheritor has been recovered. Perhaps it should be in your hands now, because you have greater need of it. But should you ever feel that you no longer need this relic, I ask that you give it to me. I would be delighted to touch it again.
I have some questions about how our mission to retake Dresden.
Of course, I shall answer.
How did the demons manage to calm me? We already know that, but...
That's a good question. Its walls were built by dwarf craftsmen, and the power of the Sword of Valor protected the city. Alas, where raging hordes failed, a single lying tongue was all they needed to succeed. The demoness Minago convinced a young and ambitious crusader named Staunton Vane that the banner belonged on the battlefield. He went on a daring and unapproved raid, and the banner ended up in the enemy's hands. The city fell soon after. Ever since then, for 7 decades, it has served as a citadel for the forces of the Abyss.
I saw him at the Great Garrison and he defected to the demon side.
Oh, really? I wasn't informed of this. After Dresden fell because of Staunton, he was nearly sentenced to death. He deserved it. In wartime, men are hanged for far less. But you have no idea what a terrible sight it is. A raging crowd of crusaders baying for blood. Never have my fighters looked so much like the demons we are fighting. I commuted Staunton's sentence and stripped him of his rank. Not just for him, but for my army and my country. We are not Hell Knights. We do not maintain discipline with public executions.
Hell Knights. You punish him with a life of disgrace and humiliation, and that life broke him. It's sad, but not surprising.
Perhaps exile would have been a more merciful sentence than decades of service among those who despised him. I was hoping he might atone for his guilt with a heroic act, but he likely decided that atonement was impossible, and he might as well give himself over to evil.
What forces are at my disposal?
Everyone we saw today at the parade. First among them, the Eagle Watch, who remain a powerful force thanks to Irabeth's resourcefulness.
Okay.
Also marching with you are several minor knightly orders, as the minor volunteer units like to be called. And finally, I have personally selected some recruits from Nerosian. They have little in the way of battle experience, but great determination and a thirst to prove themselves. I've always thought that an army benefits from at least one such unit.
Okay.
These forces, as I said, are not enough for a march on Dresden. You will have to hire additional troops with the funds that have been provided to you. But for a brave commander, and I hope you are one, that is just the beginning. If you retake Dresden, recover the holy power of the Sword of Valor, and gain a foothold in the region, then new armies will join under your banner. The Fifth Crusade is only beginning.
I may have spent some of that cash on equipment. Oh no. Oh no. It's been decades and no one has managed to take the city. Why do you think we have a different chance?
We have a chance now that we haven't seen in decades. But it's more than that. You created this chance for us by foiling the demon's plans in Canabris. The army who attacked the city came straight from Dresden. Demon hordes from the Abyss are usually encamped there, but many of them perished on the streets of Canabris.
I gave you that money for... about that. Then the demons truly have won.
We must attack swiftly, before they can restore their forces. When the city is free and the Sword of Valor appears before our soldiers, they won't be sending in any more reinforcements. Demons cannot teleport into an area protected by the banner of the goddess.
What about the long-term goals of this? Do you know how to get rid of the world wound forever?
Now you are talking like a real knight commander. However, answering your question is not easy. To win this war, we must bar the demon's way. There are a few planar rifts leading to the Abyss across the territory we call the World Wound. The best specialists we could find have tried to close them on separate occasions. with no success, as you may have guessed. The World Wound is more than just a chain of portals to the Abyss. We do not understand its nature yet. The methods of rift closure known to magical science simply do not work here. However, we have a hypothesis, and a rather well-grounded one, that we must begin at the source of the problem, the place where the World Wound was opened.
Oh.
The main rift lies through the city of Iz and the Threshold Fortress, deep in the former lands of Socorus. We have never managed to fight our way so far and gain a foothold to allow the mages to explore the origins of the World Wound. So, the next step, after you succeed in Dresden, is an offensive push deeper into the World Wound, with the aim of reaching Threshold, the very threshold of the Abyss.
I have no more questions.
Wonderful.
The task is I'm keeping the Covenant of the Inheritor. Sorry, Queen.
Splendid. Ah, yes. We have one final matter to attend to. It should be rather enjoyable.
Oh?
Count, there you are. You received my instruction?
I did, though I did not have time to read the thing before I was dragged before your majesty. In truth, I was readying myself to depart.
No matter. I trust you will forgive your sovereign for the rather brusque summons, especially when you learn what prompted it. As you are aware, he has recently been appointed my Knight Commander of the Fifth Crusade. I spent a long while pondering whom to appoint to the highly sensitive post of Commander's Field Attaché and Advisor Plenipotentiary without portfolio. Congratulations, Count.
It is a great honor, I suppose.
Darren's cool expression wavers, but he does not seem fully cognizant of what is happening. That, or he is holding himself tightly in check. A rather frivolous gesture for a queen.
The adequacy of any measure can only be assessed against the reason that prompted it. Isn't that so, Count? I had my doubts about whether you were ready for such a responsibility, Count, but your conduct in Kenobris has put my mind at ease. So, you will travel with the troops to Dresden. Only the commander may remove you from your post, but I trust that you will dutifully fulfill his orders.
That's really funny. He's stuck with us now. So much for going on vacation, hey Count.
Especially since word of your appointment, Count, will reach the court at any moment. All of Mendev's nobility will be following your successes in service to the nation, including all of your devoted admirers. I even heard that one bard with whom you are particularly friendly has already begun composing a ballad to honor your heroic participation in the crusade and your faithful service to the commander here.
Your largesse truly knows no bounds, dear cousin. I am most gratified by the honor you have shown me.
The Count offers a bow, either as a sign of respect in order to hide his flushed face. Only the barest quaver can be heard in his voice.
Then let's get going. May Iyomade help us.
That's wild. Anevia? Anevia sweeps an inquisitive glance, so tell me straight. How'd that brawl at the Great Garrison end? I heard rumors, of course. That's kind of my job, you know. To listen. You have no idea what cobblers the Crusaders say. What cobblers the Crusaders say about you. Some say that Iyomade came to you and appointed you her herald. Others say you died, and honest to God's angel is now leading an army disguised as you. Still, others say it was just an explosion in an alchemist's lab, and I'm the one spreading rumors about your powers. I wish. But you know, you've really changed since the Great Garrison. It's hard to describe, but you've kinda waves her hand trying to find the word. Stronger, charismatic, stately, smarter, dangerous. Sure, stronger. More dangerous. I have my gut about these things. If I didn't, I'd already be dead. You're a dangerous commander, and by Desna, I hope you'll be a danger to our enemies, and not to us, or to yourself. Tell me about yourself. She shrugs with a lazy smile. I'd be happy to, but there's kind of nothing to tell. What's so interesting about me? Where are you from? Nowhere. I was blown in by the wind, found in a cabbage patch. She stopped short. Sorry, that's an old habit of mine. I don't like blabbing about my past. But you saved my skin, so I kind of owe it to you not to clown around, right? I'm from Nadal. I wouldn't wish my homeland on my worst enemy. You've heard of the place, I'm sure. Ruled by monsters that are neither alive nor dead. An official religion of the cult of Zon Kuthong. I grew up in a slum, like a weed between the cobblestones. I didn't have a dad. Had a lot of aunts and uncles. My mom's cronies, no prize for guessing the kind of businesses that she was involved in. She gave me a set of lockpicks, and as soon as I could hold a spoon, while the other kids were picking the noses, I was picking pockets. And when I was 12, the monks of the Silent Shroud came for us. Creepy guys with their mouths sewn shut. Ugh. Their guards in Nirosh, my mom gave me to her friends, and we hid in a secret temple of Desna. I never saw my mom again. I lay low in the temple for the next few years, keep my head down, wash floors, fetch water, listen to sermon. Funny thing, after a while, I started liking Desna's teachings, but as soon as I was old enough, I was out of there. I left Nadal and got as far as I could. Quite a ragtag group you got here, from nobles to street thieves. You got that right. Only the best for you. What do you do if the knights and nobles fail to save the world? The lowlives are our only hope. How did you meet Erebeth? I was bumming around Timon a while back, doing this and that. Desnan Temple sometimes gave me odd jobs, you know? Sometimes they needed people with skills like mine. On the surface, it was fine. I guess after Nidal, the freedom of the River Kingdoms should have seemed like heaven. My chance to sit back and enjoy life, but I wasn't happy. There just wasn't any joy in my new life. I was all alone and no one cared about me. And I didn't care about anybody either. I struggled to find reason to drag myself out of bed every morning. Tying a stone around my neck and jumping into the nearest river started to look really appealing. Ugh. One day, I was hired to look after some fella who the local authorities suspected were Ramazirian spies. Wait, Razmiran spies, excuse me. I was stupid, made the rookie mistake, and they caught me. It's like my body had already decided to do what my mind has been fighting, to finally put me out of my misery, get someone else to kill me since I didn't have the guts to do it myself. They grabbed me. I thought they got me on the spot, but instead they hog-tied me and dragged me off like an animal going to the slaughter. My only thought was, let's get this over with. They brought me to their stinking cave, threw me on their altar, and realized who it was. Cuthites from Nidal. They tracked me down after all those years, but I didn't care anymore. Wouldn't even have cared if they'd eaten me or whatever. We all gotta go sometime, right? So I was lying there, staring at those knives pointed at me, when fate rolled the dice, and I hit the jackpot. Erebeth. There she was, storming into the cave. Picture it. I'm lying on an altar, all these knife-wielding maniacs around me, and then suddenly Erebeth storms in. I thought it was Iomide herself, fierce in her shining armor with her gleaming sword raised. She made quick work of those scumbags, chopped them up like that. I didn't even have time to blink. She untied me, and then Anivia's face lights up as she chuckles. She looked through the papers they had on the table, and she started swearing like a sailor. So much for Iomide. How did you and Erebeth end up in Canabras? After almost becoming a human sacrifice, I never wanted to leave Erebeth's side. Desna knows I fell for her instantly, and I fell hard. My misery was gone, and when Erebeth showed me what was in those papers, proof that the cultists had nest in her home city, well, I offered to help without a second thought. She smiles warmly. She must have figured I couldn't wait to get my revenge on the cultists, but I didn't give a bad damn about them. It was her. I'd go anywhere with her, even on a crusade or into the jaws of a dragon. But I took to life in Canabras like duck to water. I used to be an outcast wherever I went, but half of the crusaders are the same. After all, who'd volunteer to tangle with demons on the edge of the abyss? You gotta either be a goody two-shoes with too much honor and free time, or a misfit with no life out in the normal world with normal people. People come here to run away from their deaths, their past, from themselves. So I fit right in. What's it like living with Erebeth? It's like living. Without her, I wouldn't be. Seriously, if I were alone, I'd definitely be gone by now. Sure, sometimes we argue, can't deny that. Sometimes we bang our fists on the table and yell so loud the walls shake. But that's all our business. But at home, well, I'll give you an example. I kinda always wanted to move out of that broom closet we call a house into somewhere cozier. It ain't like they take a vow of poverty at the Eagle Watch, but every month, somehow most of our spare money is spent on Crusader business. Sure, I get mad about it, but Anivia makes a helpless gesture. It's part of why I love her so much. You know, Irba has that thing that matters most for a person, a purpose in life. She always got a reason for whatever she's doing. Her whole life is a crusade, and I drifted around like a leaf in the wind until Desna brought us together. Now, she's the meaning of my life. So it really makes no difference if we live in a mansion or under a bush. Thank you for your answers, Anivia. Thank you for asking. Telling you all this kind of made me feel better. I have to go. Alright, you watch yourself now. Alright, Juancho, let's go outside. Cutscene? Oh, no, okay. Thought it was one. Commander, allow me. Oh, the glam totem is the glam golem is still here. Allow me to say something. Erebeth looks more serious than usual. Before you, this isn't a war. It was agony drawn out over decades. No one believed in victory anymore. When the demons attacked the city, for some it was a relief. At least the end had come. They laid down their weapons and surrendered without a fight. I felt the same thing, but I somehow got through on stubbornness and the vague hope that if anybody found Anivia's body, she might by some miracle have survived. That miracle was you. You returned my beloved when I nearly had lost hope of seeing her alive again. Then when you went on a suicide mission to the Grey Garrison and won the city back for us, you turned defeat into victory. I know it wasn't easy, but you make everything seem so effortlessly. You do everything just like that, she says with a snap of her fingers. The Queen believes in your power, too. But for me, they're just more proof of what I felt that day when I saw Anivia alive, standing next to you. You're the miracle we've been waiting for. You're the one who finally put an end to this terrible war. In spite of everything, deliver us the victory we so desperately need. With you, I'm sure this crusade will achieve what the others could not. Oh yeah, I found this scabbard with your family name on it in the Great Garrison. The scabbard held in solemn hour my family sword. My father once fought with it. I took it when I left home to become a paladin. Alas, it was not stolen. I parted with my heirloom willingly to help someone dear to me. Anivia needed expensive healing, and I had no other way to procure the money. I pawned my father's sword, thinking he would understand. I'm sure he would have given up everything to help the family. I hope to redeem Solemn Hour eventually, but there was never enough money, and soon the sword disappeared from the pawn shop altogether. I have no idea who took it. It seems like I'll have to part with my father's sword forever. Is Anivia sick? Forgive me if I don't go into detail. It's private matter, suffice to say. Everything's fine now. The treatment was costly, but was worth it. I can see that you truly love her. A delicate blush appears on Erebeth's cheek. She nods silently. Aww. Erebeth's loving traces the name imprinted in a silver scabbard leather. My parents were loyal servants, yet it wasn't enough to earn the title of the Orcum coat of arms. Still, however humble our name might be, it is worth something. I don't know if I'll ever see Solemn Hour again, but at least I have its scabbard back. Thank you. We need reinforcement. Can you get us more soldiers? We began the march on Dresden. We chose to spend over numbers. If I order more volunteers, they simply won't arrive. We could pay mages to deliver troops to the camp, and I doubt our army's coffers could afford it. If you could spare 7,500 gold, I will see our reinforcements. Sure. Consider it done. My money. Tell me about the Eagle Watch. It was a small order created to fight only demons, but also maintain enemy within, purity, paladins, blah blah blah. You know the deal. It failed miserably at that. The Templars of the Ivory Labyrinth infiltrated it and formed their nest within its ranks. After the Queen entrusted me with leading the order, Anevia and I practically built it from scratch. We got rid of the dead weight. Oh, whoopsie. We got rid of the dead weight, people who weren't committed. We organized ways to transmit messages and orders safely. We introduced reliable ciphers. We found tacit allies around the cities from crusaders and street beggars. This was my personal crusade to purge the city of the Templars who infested it. And I thought I was winning. I could feel it. We were so close to thriving occultists out of the city out of Canabras, but it's hard to admit those successes didn't count on those demons entering the city. On the contrary, if it wasn't for you, there wouldn't be a headquarters to defend his hearts. The occultists would have served the city up on a platter to the occultists would have served the city on a platter to the demons. Forehead saw, yeah, that's true. It's good that we achieved something. Thank you. So it turns out the Queen was the head of our conference. I wonder why. You think the Queen doesn't trust you? If that were true, she wouldn't have put you in charge of this army. My main task is to be your advisor until you gain enough experience as commander. As for counterintelligence, Anevia and I were tasked with keeping an eye on your inner circle, but you're not under suspicion, Commander. You're under our protection.
March on.
I wonder, can I start talking to people? Oh boy. That's a lot of things to go over with people then. I missed this one? Okay. Well, first order on the business, where's land? What do you think will happen in the Gray Garrison? Do you feel a change in yourself? It's hard not to notice when the demons start running away from you like a flock of frightened bats. Powers granted by Iomade to defeat demons. Land raises his head above his head pensively and scratches behind his single horn. Since I was a kid, I've taken whatever I've been given and used it as best I can. Anything goes when you're trying to survive. Doesn't matter where your blessings come from. We can think about that when we're old, if we live that long. But you know, this time I'm not so sure. A divine power that just comes out of nowhere. Sooner or later we'll pay for it. I'd like to know what the price will be. Okay. Thought there'd be way more to get into. What about Ember? I saw her around here. I think it was over here, right? Hey, Ember. How are you handling your new abilities? Abilities? The girl tilts her head over her shoulder. What are you talking about? Oh, the tricks you learned at the big gray house blew up. They're funny. Thanks for teaching them to me. The Queen gave me title of Knight Commander to put me in charge of the army. What do you think about that? The elf focuses her wandering gaze on your eyes, smiles and shakes her head. Don't believe in titles. All of us in the world are children of the street, barefoot, hungry, scared. Step away from death. Some imagine they're strong and rich, like gods. But don't forget who you really are behind the title. So go. Okay. Alright, who else to talk to? Alright, let's talk to the irrelevant mage herself. Ah, boy. There you are. Very good. Just in time. You will be delighted to know that I need you for an experiment. Oh, no. Oh, no. So, the Grey Garrison stand roofless. Demons are running from the hills with tails between their legs. Mendev's queen, what's her name? It's on the tip of my tongue. Ah, yes. Galfrey is scurrying to and fro, and all this is somehow connected to you, my loyal follower. Thus far, there is no scientific evidence of your exceptionality. If one discounts blind faith in divine intervention, which I do. We, the people of science, refuse to believe in the inexplicable without any proof. We are the ones who explain the inexplicable. Nenio punctuates her statements with an energetic sweep of her arms, and therefore, open your mouth and say "ah" for me. Why? Isn't it obvious? I'm going to study you. Come along, don't stand in the way of science. What does my mouth have to do with my new abilities? Perhaps there's no connection. Perhaps there is a direct connection. We will never know until we try and find out. Ah? Nenio peers into your mouth with a practiced eye. Alright, throat's fine. Tongue looks perfectly normal. Your breath, she sniffs. The smell is in line with the regular functionality of the digestive system. Now, for your teeth. She sticks one hand into your mouth and probes each of your teeth in turn with the skill of a seasoned dentist. No detectable alterations. By the way, did you know that many individuals, while being so wholly civilized representatives of their races, still have an amazingly powerful bite? As if suddenly recalling something, Nenio promptly pulls her hand out of your mouth. Are you really trying to find correlation between fang length and civiltry? Nenio feels slightly embarrassed. For the good of science, I look for correlations everywhere and everything. How can you prove there's no correlation if you don't bother to look for one? If someone gets on my nerves, I can bite hard enough too. Can you? We definitely must test that out someday, but not today. Now we are conducting an experiment of a different kind. Moving on. Alright, what do we have next? Ears! Right, let's check your hearing. Test. Testing! Nenio yells right in your ear and nods in satisfaction as she observes your reaction. Your hearing is fine. Was fine. But don't worry, it's scientifically proven that it should return to normal soon. Next, Nenio circles you. Eyes are clear, posture satisfactory, limb length is standard, no lice. She stops, rubs her chin, contemplation, and slightly dejected tone. Boy, you are the picture of health! It's a pity. I wasn't ready to find some anomaly. Well, let's now assess your mental state. Imagine a hypothetical situation. You are a tree. Two squirrels have found their way into your hollow and are now coopulating in there. What do you do? I'll do precisely nothing. I'm a tree. An unconscious act of withdrawal unlocked with a lack of trust of your own abilities, or perhaps just a healthy dose of pragmatism. On to the next question. Another hypothetical situation. You are a tomato. You have been picked from a vegetable patch and put into a crate. You know that today the cook will use half of the tomatoes from the crate to make soup. What do you do? If I'm gonna be eaten, there's not much I can do. I'm a tomato. There's nothing I can do. I'm a tomato, remember? I mean, yeah, there's nothing I can do. I'm a tomato. What the fuck? An unconscious act of withdrawal, inability or unwillingness to see the bigger behind something small. Alright, I understand. On the surface, it appears you don't really believe in your ability to change things, but in fact, you are a strong pragmatist who knows perfectly well you can and can't do. Your reasoning that of a mortal, one who is capable of achieving a great deal, though he would even deny even that. On that note, I deem this experiment complete. Thank you for your participation. Nenio looks at you pensive and gestures you with a wide sweep of her arms. And yet you remain a puzzle to me. I love puzzles. One of these days I will solve you completely. Unless I forget. Now, I have to answer your questions. Go on, ask away. I'm gonna go now.
Onwards.
Oh, we should talk to Woljif, actually.
Let us be on.
He should be around here, no? I passed him, apparently. I'll get that later. Wardrip, what's up? Hey, Chief. Want to talk? What do you think of our new powers? Wardrip pauses to think, rubbing his chin. You mean what you did back there? I have a few ideas. We could send you to a Pitex underground arena to fight. Give you a scary name like Swift Sting or something like that. Give you a great cover story. Enemies burned down your house. You're avenging a dead family. The public eats that stuff off. You wear all shiny, eye-catching outfit. Or a black one if you like black better. We'll split the prize money 60-40. 60 for me, of course. You know, arranging fights isn't easy. These people are tough. I'll be taking more risks than you. And after we get all that set up in Pitax, we'll tour different cities, make some real money. What? Don't like the sound of it? Do you have any other suggestions? His yellow eyes lighting up. I got one more. Ever heard of the Razmirin? It's some land in the River Kingdoms by King Razmir. A friend of mine used to live in Razmirin. He got out of there as fast as he could. Long story short, King Razmir of theirs is a god. He keeps his people under his heel. They're all terrified of what he might do. He sits on his throne wearing some white mask, giving power to anyone. Come and take power from me, he says, as long as you believe in me. Wojif checks, makes sure no one needs her, but that friend of mine, the one who fled, has a half-sister on his old man's side who's a cook in the castle. And the washerwoman who cooks, who the cook plays cards with, in the evening told her a juicy rumor. Word is Razmir isn't a real god at all. He's got no power, so here's my point. You do have powers, pretty scary ones too. We'll find some shabby little kingdom. I'll start some rumors, show off a few tricks to wow the locals, and that's it. We'll make you a deity, but first, I want to put it in writing that I'll be your chief advisor. I'm not doing anything just on the nod. I've been there. People promise you mountains of gold. Then when it comes to it, they're all get lost or I'll set the dogs on you. So, do you like the idea? Cleaning privies is disgusting. Deceiving an entire kingdom is an art. You're not appreciating what it is I'm offering you, Chief. I don't make offers like that to ask anybody, you know? Okay. Anything new in your shop? Got some good things here. But we should be frugal with our money right now, considering that there is a other purpose for it. He's one of the new guys, the cleric. Who's Darren? Oh wait, right, the count. Everyone calls him Count. I forgot that's his actual name. People say you were deliberately trying Queen Gallifrey's patience. Is that true? Does it even matter? Hull of Mendio's high society has declared war on me. They either despise me or they're trying to steer me back onto the right path. And I'm doing everything in my power to keep them on their toes. I relish the prospect of all the fun this message Canabras will bring. He grins from ear to ear. I shall either commission a song about the great Canabras fiasco from certain talented bard, or confuse the jewelers with a tall order. A batch of silver dragon toys with detachable heads. Give me a week, and there'll be a shop in every capital. The heroic. Oh wait, I know what he means by that because she was beheaded. Tarendal, right? That's fucked up, Darren. The heroic dragon who died for our future respect, not your mockery. She's dead. She doesn't really care. And I shall enjoy 3 or 4 minutes of rather pleasant thoughts about the rage of those sanctimonious fools who pestered me the most. So how do you like your new role, advisor? You're gonna enjoy poking me with that stick the stick. You also enjoy poking me with that stick, don't you? Imagine it. Me, a crusader. If my dearest cousin hoped to teach me a lesson, she managed perfectly. An assignment I could have avoided without losing face. This idiotic journey leading me straight into Demon's Maws. I could have been on a pleasure boat right now with the loveliest of songstresses and pitacs on my arms, and a bottle of finest Keonan wine to keep us company. Did you also receive a fraction of that power? Looks like it. I genuinely hope that getting away from you will be the end of it. If your gifts truly did come from Iomide, then give me a smidgen of that power was a very subtle joke on her part. I had no idea that our divine life-bringer of Mendev even had a sense of humor. Don't get me started on the many acts of sacrilege against her. That obscene engraving, the truth about the test of the Starstone is the tamest one by far. Okay.
Let's move.
Alright, let's see who else is we need to talk to. Sela. I think after we're done talking with everybody, we'll call the stream there for the day.
Hello. So,
what
do you reckon about everything that's come crashing down on us? All the responsibility, command, this new power?
I haven't figured it out yet. We'll see what happens next, I guess.
Watching and waiting is a good strategy. Probably. I'm still frightened by what happened in the Grey Garrison. Were we really chosen? By Iomade herself? You know, back when I was a snot-nosed kid who just started down the path to becoming a paladin, I imagined once or twice that I was going to do something heroic. The lights would shine down on me, the trumpets would sing, I'd hear the voice of the goddess, or at least her herald, you know? I'd be informed that I had been chosen for a great cause. But that's the point where my imagination always failed me. Somehow, it really happened. Without all the trumpets or the herald or even anyone explaining what I had to do. Though it's clear as day, my place is here, in this demon-ridden wound. Quite a lovely war going on, in fact. Endless, I hear. I'm gonna need some time to wrap my head around this. Spare me an hour and I'll crawl into some dark corner and whine about my hard lot. What can I tell you? I cry easily.
Thank you for speaking with me. Until next time. I guess it's not as much conversation as I thought from the group.
I stand ready.
Larry talked to Lan, Namio, Ember. Oh yeah, get that loot. Oh yeah, there's Camellia over there.
Adventures await.
What the fuck?
This is my path. Follow me.
Go over there, and then talk to the new guy, I guess. Oh, and the Griffin man. Greetings. The neat smile on Camilla's head disappeared so quickly. You almost wonder if you imagined it. What do you think of the new powers you received from me? People of Nodescent grew accustomed to ample opportunity. The powers I received from you are useful, but I see no point in treating them with excessive piety. Okay. I won't keep you.
March on.
Just a ray of sunshine, that Camellia. There you are, Ulbrich. So you're a war chief now? You're going to lead us to free Sarkoris from those Fae? Ulbrich nods his head with respect. I felt it the moment I saw you, this one's special. But that you'd go and get yourself a whole army in no time, that I did not expect. Well, how does your newfound power feel? Has it gone to your head yet? We're going to fight demons, not Fae. Demons, Faes, angels. Ulbrich screws up his face, waves his hand like he's trying to get rid of that foul smell. They're all the same spooks. They could have stayed in their magic-y forest, happy as pigs in mud, but no, they had to poke their funny heads out in the mortal world. Hold on. Don't change the subject. What do you think about being war chief? It's an odd feeling. So many people are counting on me. I can't let them down. Yes, it is a scary thing to be responsible for others, especially when you're not out picking mushrooms, but you're taking them to war. Even if you win, some of them surely won't make it back home, and you're the one who has to bear their burdens. Ulbrich runs his hands over his beard, shakes his head in thought. But I know you'll do just fine. And not because I've seen you in battle, but although you are worth a whole band of warriors in a fight, I know you'll make a fine war chief because you're not thinking about powers or honors. You're concerned about people in charge, about the people in your charge. As long as you hold on to that, you have nothing to fear. Well, I didn't come here just to flap my gums. Since I'm going to war with you, and you're in charge, I better do it the right way. Ulbrich lowers his head and says solemnly, "My blade and life are yours, war chief." I mean, it's not like I need a blade. My talons and beak will do the trick. But saying it like that is the done thing. My talons and beaks are yours. That doesn't have the same ring to it, you know? There's some... What the hell? There's something else. I can already see things are bad, but the tales... But the tales of all this are corresponding down and people dying? I'm sorry, I don't believe those. It can't be true. We're not the kind of folk to just be snuffed out like that. I have kin in the village not far from here in Karat. Let's go there and talk to somebody of the fill us in. They're smart folk. Perhaps they'll help us in battle too. Together we'll clean up the Sarkoris. And before you could say, "Alright, ye foul creatures," Aurora's pumps his spawn with chuckle of bravado. Alright, I'll go prepare for the road ahead. Take care, War Chief. Corintlin has been... that place has been revealed. What do you think of the new powers? Oh wait. Takes a flask of he's holding. I don't know what this is. It's a dreams, a phase illusion, or I've popped into another world, but you people sure know how to brew a good beer. What do you think of your new powers? I don't like them. Can't deny they're useful, but this is the way of things. I'm accustomed to every power must have a name. The powers that druids and shifters have are fair. Gods and spirits grant them to us, and for good reason. First, you have to earn your power, prove you're worthy, and show you're grateful for it. Then you can start using it. But this, who gave it to us? For what purpose? What do we have to give in return? It's one mystery after another. I'll up and tell you what I think. This power feels like a lot of ensorcery. In our lands, people get sent the threshold for toying with powers like these, for everyone's safety. Soft grass underfoot, yeah. Alright, is that everybody at this point? Talk to Amber, you. Yeah, I guess just the new guy. But where's that bard? Who the heck are you? Alright, the dude leader's also supposed to talk. Commander. A tall man with yellow-green eyes will give you a brief nod. Let me tell you personally, congratulations on your new title, and thank you in advance. I am Leord Hawkblade, an Inquisitor of the Church of Iomade, the bringer of light. I require your assistance in a delicate matter involving your companions, young Count Arende. Are you one of the Prelate Hurun's followers? Yes, of course. What is your opinion on his atrocities? Usually people reveal such things about themselves only to their confessors, not to strangers. Still, I did ask for your help, and that imposes certain obligations upon me. Let me put it like this. I spent enough years by Prelate Hurun's side to learn how to keep him from going over the line. The Prelate is an extraordinary man, but he has fallen prey to his own paranoia and a monumental sense of responsibility, and which has gradually eroded his razor-sharp mind. He has witnessed so much hideous darkness that he sees it in every shadow. Yet his strength was and still is a shield for all the people of Mendev. That is in my opinion. His comrades and advisors are necessary to prevent him from making unforgivable mistakes. What were you doing during the attack on Canabras? I was on the hunt, a very successful one, but as often happened in his life, this amount of success was a mere harbinger of a larger failure. If I hadn't been so far away from Canabras the day of the attack, I might have been able to help my comrades and prevent a number of deaths. Thank you for your answer. It's not an easy topic for me. I prefer not to discuss that again. What brings you here? I ask you to assist the Church of Iomade in an investigation of utmost importance. I understand the leader of the Crusaders has plenty of other matters to attend to, but please allow me to tell you the details. Perhaps I will explain why I'm calling you. The Inquisitor's open face instantly reveals his feelings. He frowns and looks through you, lost in his thoughts for a moment. I suppose that you have already heard of Count Orende's stories. I refer to the tragedy at Heaven's Edge Estate. What happened at Heaven's Edge? About 10 years ago, several powerful demons managed to penetrate the Wardstone barrier, Oh, this is... What was it called? The Bloody Morning or Crimson Morning, something like that? That event? Okay, attended the festivities. Young Darren's birthday. The unknown magical disease they had brought wiped out the whole estate in less than a day. That was not a unique case in itself. The demons had attempted such raids on Mendevian lands before, but they have never dared to target such a well-protected place. The Orende's family was exceptionally rich, and the estate protected by elite bodyguards. There were several strong, righteous paladins among the guests. Moreover, the revered Nerstrin, Darren's tutor, was one of the most powerful priests of Iomedes in the vicinity. All of them died, nonetheless, except for the young count, who had suddenly manifested his understanding of sacred healing powers. What was the divine miracle or curse? That remains to be seen. You're going to investigate this whole case again, then? Yes, I am. I have several reasons to doubt the widely shared account of what exactly happened at the estate and how it happened. You see, Commander, I was among those sent to examine the estate after the incident. I saw everything within my own eyes, and I still remember it clearly, even though it feels like it happened a lifetime ago. Heaven's Edge was a unique place and still carried the spirit of old Mendev. Mendev, before the World Wound and yet on that day, turned into a labyrinth of House of Horrors, like something only seen in our nightmares. Apologies for the discretion. I wanted to tell you about my suspicions. Everything about the incident seemed odd. Why was I the only person left alive by a young boy with a newfound talent for divine magic? Why did nobody send Canabras for help, even though the agony spanned many hours? We found demons dead, with their heads cut off when we got into the estate. How were they defeated? How did the disease kill even the paladins present at the estate, who said to be immune to any disease? If the demons had found a way to penetrate the Holy Warrior's defenses, why was this never repeated since the tragedy of Heaven's Edge? You're the only person who could help me here, Commander, because the only living witness of those events is currently serving in your army. Your army's route will take you near the very site of tragedy's Heaven's Edge. Has been abandoned and sealed away with potent magic throughout these years, and only the Count has the power to break the seal. He is unlikely to invite an Inquisitor inside, and in any case he won't be like me sniffing around his family's seat. But if you, as his commander, express your wish to visit the estate, he will be obliged to fulfill it, and I will simply follow you as one of your attendants. Okay. There are 100 ways, 1,000 paths, a myriad of loopholes in human lives that the forces of evil can use to their advantage. And I'm not sure which of those led to demons up to the gates of Heaven's Edge, but I do know it wasn't a simple raid. The kinds Crusaders face every day. That incident involved a significantly powerful entity, which is why I'm asking for your help. We cannot be sure that the tragedy will not again uncover the truth. But you have already been to the estate several times. What do you expect to find now? I was young and experienced with the Inquisitor. I first visited Heaven's Edge 10 years ago. My skills have improved significantly since then. I have paid dearly for that. Makes a vague gesture pointing at his scars. My arsenal includes many spells and techniques dedicated to gathering information about people and events. Almost all of them require to be physically present in place where the event in question happened. This is why I must return to Heaven's Edge. I can't just search the... Well, this is a dumb question because Darren's the only one that can open the place up. It's sealed with powerful containment enchantments that only the Count himself can lift. It is not the main reason, however. The main reason is that Count Orende is not officially under investigation by the Inquisition. So I couldn't just break into the house even if I found a way to bypass the spell. This is a serious matter. A matter that threatens the reputation of the entire Church of Iomade, and my own organization in particular. We made more than enough unforgivable mistakes during the Third Crusade, and we are still dealing with those consequences. Your presence will give my investigation the necessary legitimacy, Commander, but there's more in addition to getting some official permission. I'd like to bring an independent third-party investigator to this case. Someone independent but well-respected, and you fit that role perfectly. Did you question Darren? I did, but the Count insisted he couldn't remember anything about the incident due to the severe shock. He saw the demons at the very beginning when they appeared in the celebration to announce the onset above the plague and mock of their victims. He also witnessed the death of his mother, Count Selena. That was all he would tell me. He pauses. We found the Count sleeping like a log on the floor in one of the rear chambers, having drunk. About half of the family went in the cellar all by himself. There is no reason to disbelieve him on that matter. So you suspect he's hiding something, that he's to blame? I deliberately refuse to entertain any theories of suspicion, so that doesn't affect the investigation. There is saying among my colleagues that suspicion is the mother of prejudice, and prejudice is married to failure. I can only tell you that Count Orende wasn't suffering from demonic possession, the most common malus in our country at the time. Prelate Horun examined the boy right after the tragedy, and he didn't sense anything awry with him. Fine, I'll help you. What do you need me to do? Thank you, Commander. Now I ask you to speak to the Count and tell him that you wish to see Heaven's Edge. Please do not inform him of my presence right away. I will join your escort when it's time to travel to the estate. When we get there, I will also require to help your investigation. You will have to follow me, observing my actions as an independent witness. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask me. I will remain here for a while. There's everything there. I am orphaned by birth, but I lived in Mendev for most of my life, dedicated myself to the service of the inheritor, warrior, brethren, worship Gorum. But I've been eager to fight for the sake of I've been eager to fight for the sake of battle alone. I was a good fighter in my early youth, and I could easily best most of my peers, but I didn't enjoy showing off my skills. Victory is bland on its own. Purpose adds flavor to war. Can't say I've always been faithful to Sword of Iomade. Back in my mercenary days, fate brought me back on the borders of Mendev, where I spent quite a long time fighting for the Crusades. Fighting shoulder to shoulder with my righteous comrades in arms, and watching the demons commit atrocities eventually led me to something. I had been speaking my whole life, purpose and faith. That is how I found my calling. Even though it may be hard at times, I never regretted my decision. Okay. That was way more than I expected. I swear to God, I keep finding more and more loot. I'd love to see Heaven's Edge in the Orende Estate someday. Oh, I was just about to mention it myself. I've been thinking, now that I'm in the middle of this whole crusade nonsense, I simply must devise a new ways to have fun. With all the recent commotion, my birthday completely slipped my mind. What if we were to celebrate it at Heaven's Edge? It's not far from here, and you'll enjoy a banquet in a bona fide haunted house. Darren seems to have trouble getting words out, which clearly indicates how rarely he has to ask you for anything. Since you're my superior and I'm your advisor, I am obliged to ask permission to leave to leave for festivities, and I want to invite you. I'm sure the commander could free up an afternoon while the soldiers are on leave. Are you really going to throw a banquet at the very place your whole family died? Darren purses his lips for a few moments, replying, bro, yes, what of it? Am I supposed to weep and quake for fear for the rest of my life? I've stayed away from that damn place for 10 years, and now I'm going to return there to drink, dance, and be merry without a care in the world. And you can keep your squeamish approval to yourself. Alright. Perfect. You have a ball. I'm sure of it. Something strange flickers in Darren's smile. Heaven's edge has been revealed. Okay. That's the new guy, and I'm guessing inside. Maybe they're in there? I can't enter the tent. Interesting. Oh, that's why. The horse had to catch up. They are not here. I wonder where that halfling went. I do not recognize any porches that aren't there, so maybe they're in that tent?
Let us be off.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I'll talk to these two next time because we've already gone over time, honestly. Next time we'll get to know the new halfling and the cleric that joined our team. I don't know. We'll get to know them and see where we can head off on this new zone. Oh, loot. So much loot. It never ends. Oh my god. Okay. That's all of it. I'll save again. But yeah. Hope you all enjoyed your time here. This has been Icytheiguana signing off. And it's great to be back.